Good morning. It's been a minute. We had the glampsite was pretty dialed in for like the last, I don't know, 3-4 months. I haven't really had to go up there at all. Not one time. Everything was running good. Everything was going great. But I think the solar lights are wearing out. I keep getting reports that they are flickering or they won't come on. I know some days it's cloudy and they don't charge, right? They're solar. So, but I did decide to get 2 different strands of lights that aren't solar, and I'm gonna just hook them up to the EcoFlow battery. So as long as the EcoFlow's charged, they'll work, they'll have power. You don't have to worry if it's cloudy or if it's sunny or whatever. And then the EcoFlow, of course, it recharges off of the solar panels that I have, but also off of the generator if there's no sunlight. So I got that, and then the shower, I believe that the water filter got clogged. Last guest I had said couldn't get the shower to work. Pump was on, looked like water was going into the pump, but not through the shower, like it was barely trickling. So I think it's the water filter. I had my cleaner look at it. She couldn't get it figured out. She actually popped the hose off of the water pump trying to get the filter off. So I think I have to put that back on using a clamp. She said she couldn't get a clamp back on. So I'm going out there to do some general maintenance. I've got some games. October's been booked. Like, we have 20 days or nights in October are booked. So that's great. It's going well. I just got to make sure it keeps going well. So here we go. Hour drive down to the glampsite. Get everything situated. So it took a little bit more than an hour for me to actually get here. Well, I was here. I had to go back to the store. I actually stopped at Food Lion in Kernersville, Lexington, to pick up some charcoal and some cat litter for the outhouse and some more water. And then I got here and I started looking around, and there's a couple things that I noticed that I had to fix. So one is the rain fly here. It's ripped. You see that? I've had this rain fly since February of 24, so 20 months now. It's lasted really good. It's done its job, but I guess it's time to replace it. The walnuts off of the trees, they fall and they've broken it. I guess it's a little sun dried right now from being out here for 20 whole months. And then the just the third tent that I've had, and it's done really good. In the fall here, it gets really wet, and the previous 2 tents like molded like crazy, or mildew on the outside, right? This one is starting to here and right here. So I got some Tilex mold and mildew. Man, these stink bugs, they're everywhere. Look at these things. I heard that mint and rosemary, they don't like that, essential oil. So I'm gonna try that to get them away. But you know, we're outside, we're in the woods. Really nothing can do about it. But I got Tilex mold and mildew I'm gonna put on there. Get rid of that, and then I'm gonna work on the water filter over there. So the filter is filter right there is clogged up, and it's popped off of the actual water heater. So I'm gonna work on that, spray this down, work on that, see how long it takes. Alrighty, so that was a pretty easy fix. Got it all done up. This part right here they had taken off, and they couldn't get it back on there, but I have some pliers, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have pliers, so I was able to put this on here and put that on there, put this back up to here. I'll tighten that just a little bit more. This leaks just a little bit because it's got this quick release on it, but it's no big deal. But yeah, I think we're back in service. We're back in service. This wasn't hooked up right, but now it is. Woo! Here we go. we got hot water. Let me adjust this. Yeah, so we're back in business. It looks like I need some plumber's tape for right here because there's a bit of a leak, but it's okay. It still works. Still works. It's nice and hot. Yeah, and it's trying to rain out here. But yeah, 130 degree water, pumping, we're good. Okay, so now we have lights that are on in the daytime. All right, so I hooked these up. I left the old ones up because I think they still work. Cause I have this one right here that used to be in the tent, run this way, and I know it has a light sensor on. When I cover the light sensor up, these work. So I was trying to cover those up, but I don't have a big enough cover to get those. I think they still work. I don't know, we'll see. But we've got these down here and these here that'll work at night. And then we've got these up here that work in the daytime. So they're both plugged up to this plug right here. You see these go all the way out and around. And they're flickering on the video, but in person you cannot see the flickering. And then in the tent I've got these that go around. Well, they only go about halfway. Look, you can see the rain fly through the tent, and it's like green. That's the rain fly. You can see right here where the rain fly is ripped, and then you see right here where there's a little bit of mildew. All of that's outside on the rain fly, but this little bit, there's a little bit right here and right here. It's doing the same thing that the other ones did, although this one's lasting a lot longer. This is a nylon tent, not a cotton fiber tent. But what happens is there's a plastic liner on the inside of this, right? And then it's got the cloth on the top. And the mildew, the moisture gets in between the cloth and the plastic liner, and it just mildews. It's hard to get any type of mildew remover to penetrate the fabric on the outside to reach down at the bottom, but the moisture after time over and over building up, it does sit in between those. So, you know, I probably have to replace this tent soon, but not as soon as the last tents, right? Like I said, this is not on the inside, it's on the outside. So you see I can scratch here and nothing comes off because it's on the outside of the tent, not the inside of the tent. So you're still good in here. Looks like these lights pull about 94, 95 watts, right? I got 31 watts of solar coming in right now. So if you just leave these on, it would last for 9 hours. But we're gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna switch this out because this plug here is a little chewed up. I'll switch that. And then I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah, they didn't zip up this. And then I got some games too. Turn that off. There we go. We're at 98%. We were at 100. The lights took down 2% in about 20 minutes. But with this charging at 30 watts, it'll be 27 minutes and it'll be full again. I also noticed that let's see, let's put this extra light bulb in here. I already got a couple, but now I have some more. This was organized, and now it's not. This is extra filter for the Big Buddy, which is working, by the way. I tested it today. And then another thing, like, people would just be leaving stuff. Like, this is a butane lighter. Right, it was working. It's broken now. Yeah, they broke it, so I'll throw this away. But someone left this. Left the butane lighter. And then somebody left this stuff right here, right? Like, this is a nice, really nice Traco flashlight. And then they left this 1,000 lumen lantern. I guess it's rechargeable. Probably has a battery in it, so it's not rechargeable, but you can replace the battery. They left that. Someone left this fan. Someone left this headlamp. So, you know, yeah, we just keep accumulating things. I've got all these games here, and I actually brought a couple more. I've got kids, and I know people come out here with kids, so I got a couple more games to go out here. So, like, you even if it was a rainy day, you would not be bored with all of these games that are out here. There's even a book. Friendly Reminders, Lessons from a Self-Care Savage, Scott Tatum. It's cool. It's a cool book. It's got a lot of neat quotes in it. You know, if standing up for yourself burns a bridge, let that ish burn, right? It's got all kinds of cool stuff in here. And it's outdoor themed. This guy, he goes hiking out in the wilderness a lot. That's what he used to overcome his depression. So I thought it was a cool book. I bought it from him when it first came out about 1.5 years ago. Yeah, I like it. The other games that I got out here. Oh, by the way, y'all, it's fall. It's fall. It's fall. It's beautiful. The leaves are turning on the trees. Let's see. Let's zoom in here. You can see the colors coming out. Soon you'll be able to see the reservoir down there, but not today. But yeah, the leaves are falling. Ooh, that's a big spider right there. Look at that spider. You know, we're outside. I try to clean up the cobwebs, but the spiders keep the bugs away, the other bugs. Yeah, it's fall. And let's see what games I got. I've got somebody coming to stay for the next 4 days, and then I have a return guest who they got engaged out here last year. This time last year they got engaged, and then since then they've been married. So they're coming out here for their engagement anniversary, which is really cool. And it's kind of what's the word? Fortuitous or apropos or coincidental that the shower was not working today, because when that couple was out here last year, we were in a drought, and there was just a little bit of water in the bottom of the barrel there, and there's a screen on top. Well, it was a plastic bug screen, right? And a couple of squirrels chewed through the screen, jumped in the barrel, and then were not able to get out. And so when my guests were here, they were like, the shower's not working. We turn it on, the water comes out for a minute, and then it shuts off. Well, the pump was pulling the squirrels into the inlet and then clogging it, which is good because they weren't able to take a shower. But it's bad because there were squirrels in the shower barrel. So what I had to do was empty the barrel out. I dumped it out over there, and then I actually took the barrel to the car wash in Richfield, about 8 minutes down the road, and washed it out in the car wash. Like scrubbed it and washed it on the inside. I bleached it, and then I put it back in place. And then the screen that's on the top, I put chicken wire around so that the squirrels couldn't bite through it anymore. And they haven't gotten in since, which is great. But yeah, that couple's coming next weekend. Some just stuff today. I spent like almost $200 today. I got these for the shower. I did not need, but I will keep them. I got these. Of course, you saw me put those up. I had to get cat litter. I had to get trash bags. I had to get more water. I got some more charcoal for the grill. And then I've got, guess the gibberish tumble tower, which, you know, it's like Jenga. Murder We Wrote, a true crime podcast party game, and Who Is It? You know, it's kind of like Guess Who, but Who Is It? So I got these. So that's these 4 games plus the other, I don't know what I got, like 10 games up there. You should never be bored here. Never, ever, ever be bored here. Ever. Looks like somebody left a bag. Yeah, somebody left their reusable shopping bag. So there's that. And then we have these nice skewers here, and then I've got some bigger skewers. Actually, these skewers here are pretty ick. And these I didn't buy these. These aren't mine. I do have the metal skewers here, and then I have those skewers there. But yeah, these aren't mine, and they're kind of ick. So we're just gonna toss these, and they'll decompose. Yeah, we're ready for fall. I do need to replace this. I might do that today. I might not. We'll see. But I have it. It's right here. I gotta clean up my mess. Oh, and I bought some more lanterns while I was out. I got this one. It's just a slide up, turns on. At Harbor Freight, it was like $4 or something. And then I got I got an on-off switch lantern, which is really bright. And then I got this little one right here. So, you know, even if those lights don't work, which I'm pretty sure they do work, they just weren't being operated properly. There's plenty of light out here. Like a lot of light. But yeah, I'm gonna lock up here, head back home, spend some time with the family. Happy fall, y'all. Come check out the Uwaris this fall. Peak here in Uwari is late October, early November, so there's still time to come, like even through like the end of November. There's plenty of chances to come see the leaves. You see there's still a lot of green, but there's some color poking through. You can even see across. A lot of green, but there's color poking through right there on the trees. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's great. I love Mother Nature. I love being outdoors. Love the Uwaris. Catch y'all later.